Hi, everybody. It's me, Anna, from the Indiana channel. Will you please hit like, subscribe, and the notification button to help me keep building my channel? And will you share my videos? Ta-ching! Hi, it's Wednesday. Happy hump day. Hope everybody's had a good week so far. Oh, it's been a pretty good week for me this week so far at work. It's went pretty smooth. Um, yeah, it's been a pretty good week. Um, so I got a couple things I want to talk about. I'm kind of excited to make this video right now. I have a couple things I want to talk about. First part a little exciting. Second half, basically just some things that I want to share about my own journey. But the first part is I want to scream and shout congratulations to my brother, for today is the first day of him starting his own business. And man, he's paid the dues. I don't mention names on here. Uh, it's just not what I choose not to do. I mean, a couple times I mentioned like my friend's name, being funny, but um, I really want to say congratulations. I'm super proud of you. If anyone deserves this, you deserve this because you've definitely paid the dues, and you definitely, yeah, you've earned anything that comes to you from here on out. I just want to say congratulations, and I love you, and I'm super happy and super proud of you. Okay, there's that. And I do look forward to the steak and crab legs. Cha-ching. Anyway, so today I was at work, and this has been a couple days I've been thinking about this. So you know how if you've ever been in any part of recovery or in AA, NA, any kind of recovery, life recovery, anything. One of the things they say, and it's a huge, and I believe in this, that resentment is the highest form of relapse. And what that means is, when we get mad at somebody or we're angry at somebody or, we end up taking it out on ourselves and we end up hurting ourselves out of anger. I'll cut my nose off to spite your face kind of thing. Um, you hurt me, I'll hurt me too. Um, so anger is a huge part of relapse. And one of the things I've learned in this journey of being clean and sober is becoming self-aware, and the 12 steps have helped me do that. People in my life who say things to me help me do that, um, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for the people that are able to talk to me, and even if I don't agree, they'll still share with me anyway, because that's planting seeds. And I was just sharing this with a friend last night, because it's really powerful, um, what people say to you. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And this kind of ties in with someone I was talking to last night, about, what I want to talk about right now is me being self aware. I won't hurt myself because I'm mad at you, not today. But my biggest thing is guilt will kill me. Guilt, and I know I have a few people know this about me, and it's like guilt is what has caused me to relapse in the past. It has held me hostage, because of choices I've made. Once I got past the shame, I still had all the guilt to deal with. And there is a difference between shame and guilt. Shame is what somebody has done to you. Guilt is what you feel for what you've done wrong to someone else or in any situation. And I have, because I have a family and I have kids and I have grandkids and I'm a recovering alcoholic addict, I have lived in guilt. I shared this in videos like about a year ago. One of the sayings that went on in our house was "Pack your bags, you're going on a guilt trip," because my mom would always make us feel guilty for anything, and it was kind of a manipulation technique, in a very toxic form. Anyway, and so that was a trait that I learned. I in turn did that to my own kids, but in turn I internalized everything. Like my mom would say things to me, and sorry to my family, but this is, I'm not trying to put our mom down, but I'm just being realistic here, and I'm sure other people have had to hear this and live with this. But my mom would get mad at me, and she would say, "You know what? Go to your room. You're not a part of this family." And she would not allow my brothers and my sister to even speak to me because, to tell me that I was not a part of this family. Or one of the big ones early on was, "I wish I never had you. I didn't want you." And that's a lot to live with for a child to take in and endure. And so, I don't use that as an excuse. I'm not a victim today, because I'm aware that my mom was a very sick person. And, a lot of the things that she put onto me was probably a lot of things that she had internalized from her own childhood. So, she didn't have the ability to uh, get the help that I have available to me and that I've been allowed to be a part of in recovery and with therapists and things like that. So, I wanted to share this about guilt because, see, people will make innuendos to make you feel bad. Um, Man, people will say things to guilt you into doing things the way they want them done, the way that they think you should do it. Listen, people, don't allow a narcissist or people in your life, I don't care if it's at work, friends, family, siblings, children, do not allow people to make you feel guilty. I have had to struggle with this issue. It has been probably one of my biggest forms of self-defeat is guilt. And I have becoming aware, though. I'm more able to see when that someone trying to pull a guilt, pull the wool over my eyes, so to speak, or pull a guilt trip on me. I'm also able to see my own thought process behind it, because, see, I'm aware now that maybe somebody might say something similar to something, and I might take it the wrong way, but I'm able to process my thoughts differently today. So everything is not about people trying to make me feel guilty, but I have got to become aware of what is and what isn't, who is doing this and who is not. It's a very tricky thing. There's people in my life that still have not, that I've harmed along the way, whether I've said I'm sorry or not, or made amends. They still have their own healing to do. So some of their reactions might be, like to nab at me and jab at me, and I'm aware. And you know what? I have to let people be right where they're at, and love people right where they're at, and remember that some of the consequences to my actions are still going through people's hearts and their minds. As long as I keep doing the next right thing, some of those wounds will heal. But what I really wanted to share about today was guilt, and not allowing people to get into your head and make you feel bad. I'm blessed and grateful to have people in my life that I can share things with and I bounce things off of, that allow me to vent honestly and honestly share back with me the feelings or what they believe it could be, or how to respond sometimes to situations. Because you know what, even 4.5 years clean and sober does not mean that I respond right or that I think right all the time. Sometimes still my first thought can be wrong, and I have to remember that. And that's being aware, and that's understanding that I'm not always right, and that my mind doesn't always create the best case scenario. As a matter of fact, it'll still create the worst case scenario in some situations. But one thing I don't want to ever allow anyone to do is to get in my head and guilt me into what they think I should do or how I should do it. And I think it's a big thing for a lot of people that have made mistakes along the way, and having forgiven yourself for them. And it starts right there. We got to forgive us first. We got to forgive ourselves for the things we done, because if you don't know better, you can't do better. But once you learn better, then you start practicing that and you will get better. And all these feelings of guilt will fade away. But you'll always have somebody that's going to have something to say, something slick sometimes. It takes time, but don't beat yourself up, because you are one of God's children, and God doesn't like anyone picking on his kids, so don't pick on you. Anyway, with that being said, I love you guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys all have a really good rest of the week, and I am getting ready to go have dinner with my brother and my sister-in-law, so I'm really excited. So I love you guys. Please hit like, subscribe, and the notification button to help me keep building my channel. And please don't live in guilt and regret, and don't allow people to keep you there. All right, I love you guys. Bye.